Billie Jean is going off the rails. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry I had to say that. Can everybody hear me okay? Billie Jean got really wild for a minute. Anybody seen the new Michael Jackson movie? Very curious to get your thoughts in the chat. I have not seen it yet, but would love to get everybody's thoughts. And yes, let's call this Off the Rail Tuesday. I'm just making that up because Billie Jean just went rogue. Um, Hey, great movie. Patricia said, yes, I really want to see it. Looking forward to that. Maybe I can catch that while I head to Dallas. COTD today. We are doing Citywide Mastermind. We do have agents in Mississippi and Tennessee that will be at the Mastermind leading tables. We're talking about leverage. We're talking about AI. We're talking about putting in systems so that you can hit your goals. I think the ticket price is 35. All the proceeds, the net proceeds are going to the Benevolent Fund, which I think we've raised about $3,000 for the MAR Benevolent Fund. So it should be a very fun morning, and it's Cinco de Mayo, and I think they're doing a taco truck. So that should be fun as well. So please join today. It starts promptly at 10. There is a listing package giveaway that's very robust. I think it's worth like $625. I would encourage y'all to attend and get some information to take away. Hey, I've been talking about AI today, and I'm reading this book. I know Sandretta has asked me, but it's called The AI Driven Leader by Jeff Woods. Some of y'all may remember him as the one thing, the guy that was running the one thing and all of the content and curriculum for that. And now he's dove into AI. And anyway, the book is awesome. I'd encourage y'all to get it. But one thing this came up in, let me get in here. This came up in this today. And I thought this was interesting because it's exactly where I'm at in the book. I'm not speed reading through the book. For those that know me, I like to dive into the book deep. And I don't want to just read to check a box. So I'm still in the very, very beginning stages of the book. And the framework for prompts I thought was fascinating. And this I think is 100% in alignment with what it's talking about. It says the hidden productivity killer for most agents is trying to create a prompt, right? So most of us are just going in and like, hey, proofread this, pull some data for this. Like, we're not really crafting the prompt to make sure that our input is going to get the output that we desire. And you hear a lot of gurus online talking about prompts, and I'd not heard a framework until I read this book. And I was like, hey, I'm an acronym girl. I need just a quick and easy thing to remember what I need to do to create a perfect prompt. And it talks in this book about creating a prompt library. So that you're not wasting hours. It actually goes through how much average agents 15 to 20 minutes crafting a prompt in the moment, then revisiting outputs multiple times over. And it says if you have a prompt library, you have 15 seconds of retrieving a proven prompt. Weekly time savings on 20 significant AI interactions is 5 to 6 hours. I don't know about y'all, but I would love to get some of my time back. So 5 to 6 hours is what we're seeing on average, is people just getting stuck trying to figure out what AI, what LLM to use, and then what prompt. But if we are organized and creating a prompt library, just like you would a cookbook, you could just go right to the recipe, get the prompt, spit it out, get the output that you need and want, and save a lot of time and money. So I want to give y'all this framework. Let me go over here. This is in the book, but it is called CRIT, CRIT. So we have, I love a good acronym. We got LP Mama, Uda Lapa. We can go into all those folks later, but now we're bringing in old CRIT to the framework here. CRIT stands for context, role, interview, and task. Okay. And so for you, just write it on a sticky note. I need to remember when when I need to create a prompt to add to my library, the crit framework. So I've got to give it context. And so say, right here are some examples. It says, I'm a content entrepreneur helping people build meaningful wealth through ownership. I run a newsletter and podcast focusing on finding your tilt, your unique defensible angle. And then it says role. Act, and you're telling it the role. Act as a strategy coach who helps creators uncover blind spots and identify leverage points others miss. Interview. Before giving a task, say this. Ask me no more than 3 questions, one at a time, to clarify what I'm trying to achieve, because you want to challenge it to make sure that you've got clarifying process in there. And then number 4, it says task. Give it the assignment. Based on our conversation, give me 3 non-obvious actions I can take to strengthen my content business strategy, making them surprising but realistic. And so I want to encourage y'all to write crit down and start. I mean, you can Google it and just put crit AI framework, and then y'all can start building out prompts so that then you can stick them in a prompt library and actually be able to pull that, saving you time and, quite frankly, energy trying to create a perfect prompt. So it's only 4 things. You got to give it context, right? Who are you? So if I'm a podcaster, right? And I need interview questions, so I can put that there for context, role what I need it to do. Interview, ask me no more than 3 questions to clarify, right? So clarifying questions, and then task, give it the task that you're wanting it to give in terms of your output. So I'm trying to simplify this. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this crit framework. I'd love to hear from you if you have. Some of you may have some other framework you use for the perfect prompts, but I just wanted to simplify this. This immediately stood out to me. Like, all right, I hear people yelling at me online and social media all the time about, we don't know what we're doing with prompts, and they seem very angry to me. And I'm like, you know what? I just need some framework. And this right here gives me the framework of context, role, interview, and task. So I could have that framework to use and that acronym to use as I move forward. Any thoughts on this? Anybody doing this currently? Anyone storing prompts? So we've got 30 people on the call. So the goal is to save all of y'all 5 to 6 hours of time. So sticking with that crit framework, make sure if you don't have it, you can Google crit, CRIT AI, and it'll give you that output. One thing that we're going to dive into next week, because I know we set up a GPT last week, is I am going down this path because I'm working through this entire workbook with you all, which means I am doing the activities with you. So this isn't me just telling and selling here. I'm actually like going through and plugging this in, but I think this is fascinating, and I'm curious to know if anybody on the call is currently using Notion. According to this AI guru, he says the ultimate prompt management system should be in Notion. And he talks about why Notion outperforms Google Docs, Apple Notes, and Evernote. So I'm going to go down the path, and I would love for you to go down the journey with me. If you haven't added Notion, please do so before our next call so we can do this together. So I think this will be fascinating because it's saying that Notion is easier in terms of attaching it to our databases, tagging, segmenting, etc. So I've never heard of it either, Carly, so I'll be interested to see what I find out from it. So go down the journey with me. I want us to be able to use these things to help us get our time back, create more systems, right, and opportunities in our business, and get y'all in front of the client more, right? So that's all I got today. Citywide Mastermind happening promptly at 10. We're KW agents. Show up 15 minutes early, please. Please get there on time and be ready to share and collaborate and mastermind. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will see y'all later. Bye, everyone. Oh, prayer hour starts tomorrow at Ridge Lake. Thanks, Kirsten.